Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States of America 1-cent coin 1973D. At first glance, this coin may look like a common penny, but for collectors, it holds a special place in the world of numismatics. Minted in Denver, the 1973D penny carries the classic design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat stalk reverse, a design that had been a symbol of America's pennies for decades. What makes this coin truly intriguing is not just its age, but the combination of rarity, minting details, and condition that can make it extremely valuable to collectors. The 1973D penny is fascinating because of the sheer numbers minted versus the few surviving in pristine condition. Millions of these coins were struck for circulation, yet only a small percentage have maintained the original sharpness and luster that collectors seek. The Denver Mint was known for its precision, but even so, some coins escaped with minor imperfections that today are highly sought after. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of Lincoln's features, the clarity of the date, and the condition of the wheat stalks, because these small details can make all the difference between a common penny and a valuable collectible. Errors and variations in the 1973D penny are another reason it has captured the attention of coin enthusiasts. Minor mistakes like doubled dies, die cracks, and slight misalignments can turn an ordinary coin into a rare treasure. For example, doubling of the date or the letters D and Liberty on the obverse can increase a coin's value exponentially. Even subtle imperfections on the reverse can make a coin highly desirable, as collectors look for anything that sets their specimen apart from millions of others minted that year. Spotting these variations requires patience, a sharp eye, and sometimes a magnifying glass, but the thrill of discovering a rare error is what makes collecting these coins so exciting. Condition plays a critical role in the value of the 1973D penny. Circulated coins often show wear on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, or the fine lines of his coat, while the wheat stalks on the reverse may appear flattened or worn. However, mint-state examples that retain their original luster and sharpness are exceedingly rare. These coins are considered numismatic treasures because they showcase the artistry and craftsmanship of the Denver Mint in 1973. Owning a penny in such pristine condition is more than just possessing money, it is holding a piece of American history in your hand. Historical significance also adds to the appeal of the 1973D penny. Minted during a period of transition in American coinage, this coin represents a snapshot of a nation in the early 1970s. It is a tangible link to the everyday life of Americans from that era, when pennies like this circulated in pockets, cash registers, and coin jars across the country. For collectors, it is not just a coin but a story, a symbol of history, and a connection to the past that goes beyond mere monetary value. The charm of holding a coin that has survived decades of use while still retaining its identity is truly unmatched. Numismatic enthusiasts are also drawn to the finer details of the 1973D penny. Under magnification, collectors inspect the coin for the slightest doubling, die cracks, or anomalies in the design. These minute characteristics can dramatically increase a coin's worth, transforming a coin worth only a few cents into one worth tens of thousands. The excitement of discovering these subtle details, knowing that your penny is a rare specimen, is what keeps collectors returning to their hobby again and again. In conclusion, the United States of America 1-cent coin 1973D is more than just a penny. It is a rare collector's item, a piece of history, and an object of fascination for numismatists. Its rarity, the potential for minting errors, and the preservation of its condition make it highly desirable. A coin in exceptional mint-state condition showcases the intricate details of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalk reverse, offering collectors a glimpse into the precision and care of the Denver Mint. A 1973D penny in top condition can be worth $90,000 in words, making it a remarkable and coveted piece for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Second rare coin, we are diving into the fascinating story of the United States of America 1-cent coin 1966. On the surface, this coin may appear to be a simple penny, part of everyday American life, yet for collectors it represents something extraordinary. Minted during a unique period in U.S. coinage history, the 1966 penny carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the wheat stalk reverse design that Americans had come to recognize for decades. While millions of these coins were minted and circulated, only a select few have survived in pristine condition, making them highly sought after in the numismatic world. The rarity of the 1966 penny stems from several key factors. While the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced these coins in vast numbers, over time most pennies were spent, lost, or damaged in circulation. This leaves a limited number of examples in high grades, especially those that retain the sharp details of Lincoln's face, the folds of his coat, and the precise lettering on the wheat reverse. Coins that have escaped wear and retain their original luster are incredibly rare, and collectors prize them because they showcase the craftsmanship of the minting process in the mid-1960s. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1966 penny is the variety of errors and anomalies that exist. Numismatists are particularly drawn to double dies, repunched mint marks, and die cracks that can dramatically increase a coin's value. For example, some 1966 pennies exhibit faint doubling in the date or on the word Liberty, which makes them highly collectible. Spotting these errors requires a keen eye and careful inspection under magnification, but the reward is immense, as these small imperfections can turn a common penny into a numismatic treasure. Even subtle differences in the alignment or striking of the coin can elevate its desirability among collectors. Condition is another critical factor in determining the value of a 1966 penny. Circulated coins often show signs of wear on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, or the fine lines of his coat, while the wheat stalks on the reverse may appear flattened or indistinct. However, uncirculated examples with full mint luster and sharp detail are extremely rare. These mint state coins offer a glimpse into the original artistry of the Philadelphia and Denver mints and are prized for their visual appeal. Owning such a coin is not just about its monetary value, it is about preserving a piece of American history that has survived decades of use. Historical context adds another layer to the appeal of this penny. Minted during the mid-1960s, a time of change and innovation in American coinage, the 1966 penny represents a transitional moment. It predates the switch to the copperless zinc core composition that would dominate later pennies, and it reflects a period when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with striking quality and design precision. For collectors, holding a 1966 penny in excellent condition is like holding a tangible piece of history, connecting them to the daily lives of Americans from over half a century ago. The thrill of collecting the 1966 penny is also tied to its scarcity and the hunt for perfection. Collectors meticulously examine the coin for die variations, doubling, and other subtle errors. Even small details, such as a slightly off-center strike or minor die crack, can elevate a coin from being ordinary to extraordinary. The excitement of discovering such a coin, knowing it is one of the few remaining examples with these unique characteristics, is what keeps collectors deeply engaged in the hobby. It is a blend of history, artistry, and the challenge of discovery that makes this penny so compelling. In conclusion, the United States of America 1-cent coin 1966 is far more than a simple penny. It is a rare collectible, a historical artifact, and a treasure for numismatists. Its scarcity in mint state condition, the possibility of unique minting errors, and the historical significance of the coin make it highly desirable. A 1966 penny in pristine condition can be worth $200,000 in words, making it a remarkable and highly coveted piece for any serious collector or coin enthusiast. Third expensive coin, we are diving into the fascinating world of the United States of America 1-cent coin 1980. At first glance, this coin may seem like an ordinary penny, part of everyday American life, but for collectors and numismatists, it represents something far more extraordinary. Minted during a period when the U.S. Mint was refining its striking techniques, the 1980 penny carries the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that had become an iconic part of American currency. While millions of these coins were produced, only a select few have survived in pristine condition, and it is these rare examples that command the attention and admiration of collectors around the world. What makes the 1980 penny particularly intriguing is its rarity in uncirculated condition. Despite the high mintage, most coins entered circulation and experienced wear, scratches, and other damage over time. The survivors that remain with sharp details on Lincoln's face, the folds of his coat, and the intricate details of the Lincoln Memorial are few and far between. For collectors, these coins offer a glimpse into the precision and artistry of the U.S. Mint during the late 20th century. Possessing one of these coins is not just about monetary value, it is about holding a tangible piece of history in your hand. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1980 penny is the presence of certain mint errors and anomalies that can drastically increase a coin's value. Double dies, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes are among the most sought-after features. For example, some 1980 pennies exhibit subtle doubling on the date or on the word Liberty, which makes them highly collectible. Die cracks and planchet errors, while rare, can transform a seemingly ordinary coin into a numismatic treasure. Collectors eagerly hunt for these anomalies, knowing that even minor imperfections can make a coin extraordinarily valuable and unique. Condition is paramount when determining the worth of a 1980 penny. Circulated examples often show smoothing of Lincoln's cheek, jawline, or the delicate lines of his coat, and the reverse's Lincoln Memorial may appear worn or indistinct. In contrast, uncirculated coins with full mint luster and sharp details are exceptionally rare. These coins preserve the craftsmanship of the mint and are visually striking, offering collectors the satisfaction of owning a perfect example of American coinage from this era. It is these pristine coins that are most coveted, as they represent both history and artistry at its finest. Historical context adds an extra layer of significance to the 1980 penny. Minted during a period of economic change and innovation in the United States, this coin reflects the mint's attention to detail and the continuing evolution of coin production. The design itself, featuring Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, tells a story of American heritage and pride. For collectors, holding a 1980 penny in top condition is like connecting with a specific moment in history, preserving a tangible reminder of the past while appreciating the artistry and technical skill involved in coin production. The thrill of collecting the 1980 penny lies not only in its rarity, but also in the hunt for perfection. Collectors examine each coin meticulously for die variations, doubling, and other anomalies that can elevate its value. Even subtle features, such as a minor die crack or a faint doubling of the letters, can distinguish a rare example from the thousands of ordinary coins minted in that year. Discovering such a coin is an exciting experience, combining historical knowledge, sharp observation, and the joy of uncovering a piece of numismatic history that few others will ever see. In conclusion, the United States of America 1-cent coin 1980 is far more than just a penny. It is a rare collectible, a piece of American history, and a treasure for collectors. Its scarcity in mint state condition, the presence of unique minting errors, and the historical significance of the design make it highly desirable among numismatists. A 1980 penny in perfect condition can be worth $92,000 in words, making it a remarkable and highly prized coin for any serious collector or coin enthusiast. Especially, we are diving into the intriguing story of the United States of America 1-cent coin 1971D. At first glance, this coin may appear as an ordinary penny, something familiar from everyday life, but for coin collectors and numismatists, it is an extraordinary piece of history. Minted in Denver in 1971, this penny carries the classic design with Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While millions were produced, only a small fraction of these coins exist today in pristine, uncirculated condition, making them highly sought after by serious collectors and coin enthusiasts alike. What sets the 1971D penny apart is its rarity in mint state condition. Most examples of this coin were quickly circulated, resulting in wear on Lincoln's face, the folds of his coat, and the intricate details of the Lincoln Memorial. However, coins that escaped circulation and remain unblemished are incredibly rare and highly valuable. These mint condition pennies are a testament to the precision and skill of the U.S. Mint during this period. Owning one of these coins is not merely about financial worth, it is about holding a piece of American history in your hand, perfectly preserved from more than 5 decades ago. Another fascinating aspect of the 1971 D penny is the variety of minting errors that make certain coins exceptionally valuable. Double dies, repunched mint marks, and weak strikes are among the anomalies that collectors search for. For instance, some 1971 D pennies exhibit doubling on the date or the word Liberty, making them unique and highly collectible. Even slight die cracks or planchet irregularities can elevate the value of a penny exponentially. Collectors know that spotting one of these rare variations can turn an ordinary coin into a numismatic treasure, attracting both excitement and prestige in the collecting world. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of a 1971 D penny. Circulated coins often show smoothing or flattening on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and the sharp lines of his coat, while the reverse may display wear on the Lincoln Memorial's columns. In contrast, uncirculated coins with full mint luster and sharp details on both sides are incredibly rare. These coins perfectly preserve the artistry of the mint, showcasing the depth, relief, and intricate engraving of Lincoln's portrait and the memorial. Collectors prize these pristine coins not only for their beauty, but also for the story they tell about the minting process and the history of American currency. Historical context also adds a layer of significance to the 1971 D penny. Minted during a time of economic and social change in the United States, this coin reflects the precision and standards of the U.S. Mint at that moment. The Lincoln design, first introduced in 1909, remained a symbol of American values and heritage. Holding a 1971 D penny in exceptional condition is like stepping back in time, connecting with a tangible piece of history that represents both craftsmanship and culture. It is this combination of history, artistry, and rarity that makes the coin so captivating to collectors. The hunt for a perfect 1971 D penny is an adventure in itself. Collectors carefully examine each coin under magnification, seeking subtle signs of doubling, die cracks, or repunched mint marks. Even small anomalies can turn a standard penny into an extraordinarily valuable collectible. Discovering one of these rare examples is both thrilling and rewarding, offering a sense of accomplishment and pride in owning a coin that is not only scarce, but also historically significant. For coin enthusiasts, this penny represents the ultimate connection to the art of coin making and the history of the United States. In conclusion, the United States of America 1-cent coin 1971 D is far more than a simple penny. It is a rare collectible, a window into American history, and a highly prized piece for collectors who appreciate craftsmanship and detail. The scarcity of uncirculated examples, combined with the fascinating mint errors and historical importance, makes this coin truly remarkable. A 1971 D penny in perfect condition can be worth $99,000 in words, making it an extraordinary find for any serious collector or coin lover. Next coin, we are diving into the fascinating story of the United States of America 1-cent coin 2006. At first glance, this penny might look like a typical coin from your pocket change, but for collectors and numismatists, it is far from ordinary. Minted in 2006, this coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, continuing the legacy of the Lincoln cent series that began in 1909. The reverse displays the shield design, representing unity and strength, introduced in 2009, but many 2006 pennies still carry the Lincoln Memorial reverse depending on their production. What makes this coin remarkable is not just its design, but the subtle details, minting variations, and the rarity that can make certain examples highly valuable. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 2006 penny is the occurrence of minting errors that are highly prized by collectors. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks create coins that are unique and extremely rare. A penny that might seem common at first can become an extraordinary find when it exhibits one of these minting anomalies. For instance, some 2006 pennies display slight doubling on the date or on the word Liberty, and others may have faint lines or scratches caused during the minting process. These errors turn a standard penny into a collector's treasure, attracting attention from numismatic experts worldwide. Condition is a critical factor in determining the value of a 2006 penny. While millions were produced, most were quickly circulated, causing wear on Lincoln's face, the folds of his coat, and the details of the memorial on the reverse. Uncirculated coins with full mint luster and sharp details are exceptionally rare. These pristine examples preserve the artistry of the U.S. Mint and showcase the depth and detail of Lincoln's portrait and the inscriptions with remarkable clarity. For collectors, owning one of these perfect condition coins is not just about value, but about holding a piece of American history in your hands. Another reason collectors are fascinated by the 2006 penny is its place in modern coinage history. Minted during a time when copper prices were rising, the composition of pennies was changing, making certain coins more valuable due to their metal content and rarity. Coins that were struck perfectly without defects, especially with unusual die variations, have become highly sought after. Collectors pay close attention to the subtle details of the minting process, the alignment of the obverse and reverse, and even slight differences in coloring, all of which can significantly impact the coin's worth. The hunt for a valuable 2006 penny can be a thrilling adventure for coin enthusiasts. Collectors spend hours examining coins under magnification, searching for minting anomalies, double dies, or any imperfections that make the coin rare. Discovering such a coin can transform a seemingly ordinary penny into a highly prized collectible. These coins are not only about financial worth, but also about the joy of collecting, the history they carry, and the story behind each unique minting variation. Each discovery adds excitement and prestige to a collector's portfolio, in addition to minting errors and condition. The 2006 penny represents a period in American history where coin collecting was evolving. Collectors and hobbyists around the world began to place greater importance on modern coins, understanding that even coins from the 2000s could become rare and valuable in the future. The 2006 penny is a perfect example of this phenomenon. With careful preservation and expert grading, these coins have the potential to increase in value over time, making them an appealing choice for both new and experienced collectors. In conclusion, the United States of America 1-cent coin 2006 is much more than a simple penny. It is a collectible that captures both the artistry and history of the U.S. Mint, as well as the excitement of discovering minting errors and rare variations. Coins in perfect condition, with exceptional features or anomalies, are highly sought after and treasured by collectors worldwide. A 2006 penny in mint condition with rare attributes can be worth $20,000 in words, making it an extraordinary find for any coin lover or collector. Now, we are diving into the fascinating world of the United States of America 1-cent coin 1974D. At first glance, this penny might seem like a common piece of change, but for coin collectors and enthusiasts, it is an absolute treasure. Minted in 1974 at the Denver Mint, this coin continues the long tradition of Lincoln cents, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the classic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While millions were produced that year, certain coins stand out due to their rarity, condition, and the unique errors that occurred during minting, making them highly desirable for collectors worldwide. One of the most compelling aspects of the 1974 D penny is the presence of minting errors, which can dramatically increase its value. Examples include double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks. These errors are not simply mistakes, they're a record of the minting process and represent the rarity that collectors crave. Some 1974 D pennies display subtle doubling on the date or on the word Liberty, while others may show faint lines or irregularities caused during striking. These imperfections transform an otherwise ordinary penny into a highly collectible coin, turning a simple piece of metal into a prized artifact of American numismatic history. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the worth of a 1974 D penny. Although millions were circulated, the vast majority show signs of wear, such as smoothing of Lincoln's face or the folds of his coat and loss of detail in the memorial on the reverse. Uncirculated coins, which maintain their original luster and sharp design details, are exceedingly rare. Collectors place a premium on coins that are flawless or nearly flawless, as they preserve the artistry of the mint and reflect the craftsmanship of the 1970s coinage. Holding such a coin in your hand is like holding a piece of history, perfectly preserved through decades. Another factor that makes the 1974 D penny fascinating is its historical context. Minted during a time when coin collecting was gaining popularity, the 1970s saw enthusiasts and experts beginning to recognize the importance of preserving modern coins. Even though millions were struck for circulation, the subtle variations and errors that escaped mass production became highly sought after. Rare examples from this year can feature unusual die alignments or slight differences in coloration, each detail adding to the coin's desirability and value in the collector market. Collectors find a special thrill in hunting for valuable 1974 D pennies. Searching through rolls of coins, examining each under magnification, and spotting a coin with a rare minting anomaly is an exhilarating experience. Whether it's a double die on the date or a tiny off-center strike, finding a coin that stands out from the millions produced brings excitement and prestige to any collector's collection. These coins are not just about monetary worth. They carry the story of the mint, the era in which they were produced, and the journey of discovery that makes coin collecting such a compelling hobby. The 1974 D penny also demonstrates the evolution of modern coinage. During this period, collectors began to appreciate that even coins minted in the recent past could become rare and highly valuable. Subtle die variations, preservation of mint luster, and the presence of unique errors have transformed certain examples into highly sought-after collectibles. The value of these coins is influenced not just by rarity, but also by condition, history, and the excitement of owning a coin that many people may overlook, yet holds significant numismatic importance. In conclusion, the United States of America 1-cent coin 1974 D is far more than a simple penny. It represents history, artistry, and the excitement of discovery for collectors. Rare examples, especially those with minting errors or in pristine condition, are highly prized and treasured in the world of numismatics. A coin in excellent condition with desirable attributes can be worth $90,000 in words, making it a remarkable find and a true gem for any coin enthusiast or collector.